Let's talk about the map. How often do you use map?
I use map when I go outside with my parents for a journey. I use map to find the location.
Which one do you prefer, paper or electronic map?
Most of the time I use electronic map because this is comfortable for me and this is comfortable for me and I find easily from this map.
Okay, how did you learn to use maps in childhood?
I learn map from my school. A teacher explain each and everything easily and tell how to use map and find locations.
Okay, where maps are more useful, in cities or countryside?
In my opinion, in the countries maps are most useful because people find location to go outside and they use electronic maps.
Okay, let's move on to talk further about the photographs. What type of photos do you like taking?
I like to take photos of my families. When I went to any occasion, I used to click photographs of the whole family and uh, and
Okay, what do you do with photos you take?
I collect all the photos and make a photo frame and memorize these events.
Okay, when you visit other places, do you take photos or buy postcards?
I click photographs when I visit to any place. I click all the views of that places and memorize these days. I enjoyed with my family and also click all the family members' picture.
Do you like people taking photos of you?
Can you repeat?
Do you like people taking photos of you?
No, I do not like people taking photo of me because I usually take photos with my family and not any other people.
Okay, I'm going to give you a topic and you're having a minute to prepare your answer. Here's a pencil and paper for you. And here's your topic. Describe a day when you thought the weather was perfect. Yes, please.
I would like to talk about a day when the weather was perfect. This happened when I was on the school. The weather was hot. And the sun arise and the birds were chirping and we all friends were on the ground. On the ground and the weather was very perfect for play. And during this day we all enjoyed together with our teachers and gossips with them. And the weather was awesome and the all students feel calm and fresh on this day. And I thought this weather was perfect because on this day students like to study with the fresh and calm mind. they were more relaxed on that day, and they thought that on all days the weather was like that. If the weather was perfect, we all studied easily and learn each and every concept, and the teacher were also happy to feel calm in this weather. And the and we and my teachers also came on the ground, and we all were played and do some worksheets together, and this is the weather which was perfect on this day.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk about the types of the weather. What types of weather do people in your country dislike most?
In my country there are different types of weather: summer, rainy, winter. But most of the time, in my opinion, people dislike the cold weather, because they believe that in the cold weather they do not go to any place because of the cold. And in the cold days the rain is occurred, and it face difficulty to go outside with their family in the car.
Okay, what jobs can be affected by different weather conditions?
There are different jobs that people face difficulty in the weather, such as when the rain is occurred, people do not go to their job and reach that time. They face difficulty in the traffic, and the water is all around on the roads, and they face difficulty.
Are there any important festival in your country that celebrates a season or type of a weather?
There are different types of festivals on different weather, such as Diwali is celebrated on November month. In this month the weather was coldy, and people wear different dresses on the way of weather.
Okay, let's move on to talk about the weather forecast. How important do you think it is for everyone to check the next day weathers will be?
It is important for everyone to check weather forecast, because if they have a work on the next day, they must check weather, and they prepare for that which type of weather is.
What is the best way to get accurate information about the weather?
In my opinion, weather check from the internet is the best way, because on the internet each and every information provided about the weather forecast and which type of weather is occurred, they all give information, and then people do not face any difficulty.
How easy or difficult is it to predict the weather in your country?
It is difficult to predict the weather of the country, because there are different type of weathers, and people face difficulty to different weathers, and they all have to prepare for the weather and wear clothes which type of weather is occurred.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your speaking test.
Thank you.